Hi, everyone. I'm Teresa Hobbs, and I am a mind body integrative coach. I help people to recover from chronic illnesses and chronic pain using mind body and somatic based approaches like pain reprocessing therapy, the Safe and Sound protocol, and nervous system regulation tools. Today, I want to tease out the difference between danger and discomfort and give you some tools to stop catastrophizing your symptoms and pain. I think a lot of people automatically assume that something that is uncomfortable is dangerous. The meaning we make about the sensations we feel can make a huge difference in how we experience them. The meaning we make can also determine whether or not the sensation or symptom moves in and out like a wave or becomes embedded as chronic. One of the tools for shifting embedded symptoms and pain signals is to let go of any conclusions about what we are feeling. So let's say you feel a sharp pinching sensation in your lower stomach area. The brain likes to make meaning so it understands what the sensation is about, so it might jump to the idea that you've got some serious ailment. When you continue to worry over the conclusion you've made, especially if it's something that seems serious, you reinforce danger to the brain and cause it to amplify the sensation or the symptom, which ends up causing a lot of confusion and unnecessary stress. So, if instead you can just notice the sensation with curiosity and refrain from trying to figure it out, you are giving the brain a message of safety, and the sensation or symptom will dial down and typically disappear if it's neuroplastic or, just gas. I know a lot of people might ask, well, how do you just surrender those conclusions? How do you stop your brain from ruminating and catastrophizing? So, one part of this process is developing enough understanding about how powerful the brain really is and how it can turn on symptoms that many of us would never believe are possible. When we have that clear understanding, it's a lot easier to let go of the worst case scenario and to practice short moments of surrender. Um, so, mind body pain and symptoms can definitely be uncomfortable, but they are not dangerous. And the more we really get that, the less threatening they feel. So, this belief part can take time to build. And I encourage people to dig into the science so they can build that confidence and then to seek out other people's recovery stories. When you have enough belief on board, try testing it out in small ways. This will give you experiential evidence that can empower you to keep practicing. So, once you have a deep understanding and belief about the brain driven pain and symptoms, which can soften that fear part of it a little bit, how do you stop the rumination? So, the bad news is we don't actually have control over what our brain thinks about. Thoughts just come. What we do have control over is what we do in response to the thoughts. So, we can fight with them. We can judge ourselves for all the negative, scary, or unhelpful thoughts we have, or we can use them as information about where our nervous system is. Our thoughts reflect the state of our nervous system. So, using mindfulness and curiosity to respond to thoughts can be very helpful. You just watch them, allow them, get curious about them, and don't judge them. Eventually, they move on and new thoughts come. So, you can also work from the level of the body by doing some somatic regulation tools. And if you're having a lot of, like scary thoughts and rumination that have an edge of urgency, maybe fear or danger, you can take just a few minutes and redirect your body to a tool that will show your nervous system a cue of safety. So, here's a few tools that you can kind of play around with or explore. One of them is that you can try is Peter Levine's VU breath. You can do kind of a Google search on that, and I'm sure you'll find a YouTube video that demonstrates that. Another one is you can just put a hand on your chest and just gently sway back and forth. And as I'm doing this and I'm talking, I can feel the vibration in my chest. And so as you're kind of just doing this swaying back and forth, you can also just do like a gentle hum. So it'll just sound like this. And as I'm doing this little humming sound, I'm tuning into the vibration in my chest. So we've got the rhythmic movement of the swaying, and rhythmic movement is very regulating to the nervous system, and vibration is very regulating to the nervous system. So that's one regulation tool you can try. There's another one. So if you do a search on YouTube for a Qigong shaking exercise, this is a great exercise for discharging high activation. So if you're feeling like really anxious, or you just have a lot of like, just like nervous energy in your body, It's a great way for discharging that. And there's a wonderful video from a YouTube channel called Brain Education TV. They have one on body shaking. So I highly, highly recommend it. So you can check out that video, and I will include the link at the bottom. Or last, suggestion is you can just get up and gently move your body intuitively, either to music or just in a quiet space. And as you do the regulation tool of your choice, really tune into the sensations you feel in the body as you do it. If you do the VU breath or the humming, for example, put your attention on the vibration you feel in the chest and stomach. If you are doing the shaking exercise, really feel the movement as it rumbles through your limbs and joints. And when you're focused in this way, guess what happens? Your thoughts slow down and begin to match the cues of safety that you are dosing your nervous system with. I also highly recommend doing nervous system regulation tools not from a place of trying to fix the activation, the symptom, or the rumination, but simply from a place of experiencing the felt senses. So, no expectation, just feeling for a few minutes and allowing yourself to soak in a deliberate sensation of ease. I hope you found this video helpful. If it resonated with you, please consider sharing with others or subscribing so I know you're out there. And if you're ready to go deeper and are curious about this type of work, you can reach out to me on my website at monarchintegrativecoaching.com, where I offer individual private coaching. I'm also offering a safe and sound protocol group listening experience. I'm actually doing 3 different groups, and these are going to begin this September. So you can check that out on my website as well. Now, remember, wherever you are is totally okay. Just keep taking one step at a time, and remember that slow and steady wins the race. All right, take good care and have a kind and gentle day.